Hello, my name is Dr. Doug with Home Server HQ. If you are looking to truly take back full control of your data and have your own platform, then you've come to the right place. Now, as the name suggests, this is about having your own server in your home to safely store your data and host various services. Now, what does that mean? Why do you need your own server? Well, first of all, what is the internet? To many, it's very confusing. You have no idea how it works or where it exists. You just press buttons and things happen automatically. But in the simplest sense, the internet is just a bunch of servers. So when you send an email or back up a photo from your phone, it gets sent to some server. Or more likely nowadays, a group of servers, also known collectively as the cloud. Now when I say your data, what am I referring to? Well, anything from your emails, your files and photos, your passwords, your messages, your browsing history, basically any type of electronic information that is specific to you. Now I'm sure there's a portion of that data that you intend to be public, such as a social media post or a profile picture. But I'm sure there's a large amount of it that you intend to be private, such as pictures of your kids, passwords to your bank accounts, or messages to your close friends. So where do you and your family feel the safest? In a stadium full of people with lots of randomness and potential threats from all angles? Or in your home behind locked doors? If you feel safest in your home, then why should your private data be handled any differently? All of these considerations can be summarized with 3 simple questions. Where is your data physically stored? Who has access to it, and how is it being used? Now, if you can't immediately answer these questions, then you don't know. And that's the point. With your own server, the answers to these questions are self-evident. You own the equipment, only you have access to it, and you're in full control of how it's used. For example, when someone sends me an email, it gets sent right here. When I take a picture with my phone, it automatically goes right here. The photo is fully encrypted in transit, and once it arrives here, this is the only place other than my phone that it exists. You can also back up your passwords, hold private video conferences, access your smart home, and so on. Basically, a Swiss Army knife for your digital life. But it goes beyond just those things. With the software architecture that we've designed, you'll be running your own private internet. The only people that can be a part of your private internet are the ones that you invite. Now on the other side of the coin, you can also join other private internets of people you know and trust. And you can access this with any of your trusted devices, whether it be your desktop, laptop, cell phone, or whatever. Now if you want to learn more about how all of this works, then there is a separate architecture video that provides a more detailed explanation, and the link for that is in the description. But the main thing to understand is the difference between centralized and decentralized. With centralized, your data is stored out there, somewhere. Who knows where, and they own it. They can look through it, sell it, or just give it away if they want to. With a home server, it is stored in your home on your equipment, and you own it. You decide what and with whom you want to share it. A home-based server is not a new concept. There are endless videos and tutorials everywhere you look, and it often involves buying thousands of dollars worth of equipment, big elaborate setups, and purchasing licenses to use it. Plus, you'll need an IT background and be willing to spend half of your life at the keyboard, constantly messing with countless different settings just to get it to work. And then making it safe and secure? Well, good luck. That's on you too. We decided to take a different approach. Why not just start with everything ready to go, fully integrated and highly secure right out of the gate? No fussing around, just a quick installation and start using it. All of the software is free and open source. There's no licenses or memberships required. Nothing hidden, no strings attached, other than you have to buy your own equipment and manage it yourself. Now this would normally take 3 to 6 months for a professional IT expert to set up. We reduced that setup time down to 1 hour, and it's so simple that anyone can do it. Now if you want to see an example of a typical environment, such as the various software tools, how it looks on mobile devices, and accessing other servers on your private internet, then check out the system tour video. It provides a more illustrative overview, and the link for that is in the description. Now, one of our main objectives is to make this accessible and affordable for everyone. And the cool thing is it can run on regular off-the-shelf hardware. For example, my production home server is this little Intel NUC. It's on and running right now. But you can also use other inexpensive equipment, and you might already have something lying around. Here's one of my test machines. It's a 10-year-old Dell desktop, costs less than $200, easily runs everything. Now, when you're ready to buy and set up your equipment or revive what you already have, there's guides on the wiki as well as videos to assist with that, or you could just ask for help. But before you invest the time or money, you'll probably want to test things out, which I highly recommend you do first. And I show you how to do all of this via a cloud provider of your choosing. You don't have to buy any equipment, and it's something that you can do right now. It takes about an hour to do a full installation, and it'll cost less than $5 to run the demo for a couple of days. Now ultimately, the setup and the installation are the hardest parts. After that, it's all downhill. Everything just works. Now all of the different aspects of this might be a little overwhelming, and in fact there's a lot to it, so it's understandable. Just realize that this is geared towards capable yet non-technical types of people. You just have to take it one step at a time. It may be out of your comfort zone at first, but before long it'll all make sense, and you'll never look at the internet the same way ever again. And if you are in the field of IT and/or familiar with the territory, you'll love it as well, because it will save you an immense amount of time and effort. It has a very stable design pattern, so you can fully customize it to your preferences. Now, what's very interesting about this whole approach is that it possesses some of the core essences of Web 3.0. Now, the exact definition of Web 3 is hazy, and some claim that it's just a buzzword. But here's what I mean. First, it's decentralized. No one has access to your data but you. Second, since it's fully open source, it's trustless, meaning participants can interact directly without going through a trusted intermediary. Third, it's permissionless, meaning anyone can participate without authorization from any governing authority. Fourth, it's peer-to-peer in nature, implemented via standard public key cryptography. And finally, it's simple to set up and use, which allows for widespread adoption. Now, you could easily make a counter-argument that it's not Web3, since Web3 is often associated with the semantic web, the blockchain, and more extensive use of AI, and I can't argue with that. Now, whether it is or isn't, or something in between, doesn't really matter. The main focus here is about security and privacy with one's data in a decentralized manner. You can fully utilize modern technology, but with the option of disconnecting. In fact, you could unplug the internet cable from your router and still have full access to all of your data, because that's where it exists, right here in your home. The capabilities of an entire data center in the palm of your hand. So if your internet service goes down, or the internet kill switch is activated, or there's a zombie apocalypse, you still have everything. But on top of that, there's also a networking component to allow securely connecting with other servers, similar to and embracing the concept of federation. So instead of just a single public internet, you now have a series of overlapping private internets, or effectively, a multinet. Now, don't let the novelty of this concern you with regards to stability and security. It is based on very standard and fundamental concepts on which the current internet itself is built. And if you don't trust anything that I'm saying, then you can just go look at the source code. This is the beauty of open source. Everything is out in the open. There's nothing to hide. It implements security by design rather than security by obscurity. Now, I could talk all day about what it is and all of the things that it can do for you, but there's no way you'll ever truly understand unless you see for yourself. Take an hour out of your day to set up a demo using the provided resources. No risk to you, and it'll cost less than a hamburger from a fast food joint. In closing, stay safe, keep your system up to date, and always back up your data. And if you have any questions or need help, just ask. My name is Dr. Doug. Until next time, God bless.